toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Georgia Tech's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snags it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Wants to go up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up.
That's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Boston College Eagles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's... Now, the defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like recruiting high school.
Makes the grab down the left outside. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the...
Grabs it inside the 15. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked. The offensive line, this offense as a whole needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
They'll test the right side. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Boston College will send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Looking to buy time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. This time he's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's got it on the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Beckett. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Barlow. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. This Boston College offense has it working. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that.
He's loose. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The give to the back. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Throwing right. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will. See that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Green. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice... on that one.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Boston College will send out the punt team. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmaking.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Not a lot. On the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bolden. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. Brings it down on the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there. Trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first. Starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because I was...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner will be brought down. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Hill. Turning it on. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, and they have to get to work on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for room, it's Harris. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game, one of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not...
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
The offense changing the play. The snap sets up to throw. Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch down the right side. Nice job to pick up the first. They'll spot it at the 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Hunt is on its way. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game. I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is...
And he ends up taking a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The return is tackled down at the 42, and the Georgia Tech offense will take over.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. Got a little space. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets a block. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for space, it's Harris. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Lawrence. Grabbed over the middle, it's Mathis. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Fires to the right. And it's incomplete on third.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He'll do it himself. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in and you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Boston College will send out the punt team. A low line drive and not his best work. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly, and he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Man, and these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fakes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Trying to find the end zone. He is going. Nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Boston College, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And your Boston College Eagles will take
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Duggar. It's complete on the right side. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Boston College, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch inside the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best.
He'll take a shot. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Lawrence. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Boston College will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. Listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Back to throw, it's Lawrence. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.